Welcome to our haul video. We went to some yard sales, we found some cool stuff, a lot of cool electronic stuff that we can't wait to show you. Here we go. So, we're going to show you some stuff. This is the first thing. The first thing we got to show you is this really cool brass sifter. Let's go with sifter. Miss Christina, his mom, found this and it is awesome. This thing's going to sell for anywhere from $30 to $50 and I believe we got it for about $2. So that's a big win of the day. Old copper, if it's really heavy and you can tell it's got that steel little thing that goes in the middle there, is always a good thing to pick up if it's cheap enough. This one's a big win. I was really excited to find this. Probably my favorite find of the day, but there's some other favorites coming up. Another favorite find of the day. This one. This is a little gimbal kind of steady cam kind of thingy that goes with an iPhone. Got this for me to use when I do the videos out there in the world. So this is cool. We got this for $10. It sells online that we could find for somewhere around $50. So that was a really good find out there. Somebody thought they were going to be a YouTuber and ended up not doing it, and that helped us. So that one's pretty cool too. I'm very excited. How about you? You excited?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Thingy.
All right. And we're sticking with a metal theme here at the beginning. This is a little lantern. Hong Kong oil lantern, I believe is what it is labeled as anyway. This thing turns out not to be worth much, but we thought it was cool, so we picked it up and we're probably gonna sell it for what, $12?
Yes.
$12, but still, look how cool that is. I don't know why it's only $12, it's way too cool. But that's it. That's another cool thing we found this time around. Okay. This one.
Our most expensive product.
It looks so cool. It's heavy. It's really neat. It has an electric light bulb supposed to go in there to make it look really cool. It takes batteries that go in there, except for, as you can see, it's really rusty. It's so rusty it's falling on the table. It's supposed to unscrew. It's glued shut. The switch is gone. The light bulb looks like it's all messed up inside where it's supposed to go. Even so, we thought, hey, this ought to be worth something. It's just pretty cool. So it turns out it's worth like $10 tops in better condition than this. So this was a loser, but I like it anyway. It might go on the shelf of we like it anyway, and we have lots of shelves, so we'll see. So that was our oh, we got one more metal.
Oh, we do have another.
Forgot. I had this one on the table because it
object.
rattles too much to have on the table, so it was on the floor. This one is our wild card. It's made of some kind of steel. It's vented all around. It's supposed to have a candle that goes on the inside right down there. And it's like a lantern, like, you know, the olden days when they hung them up in the bell tower and said, "The British are coming, the British are coming." That's what it looks like. Anyway, we don't know how old this is. It seems to be of pretty high quality. We found one comp online that we'll be able to show you somewhere around here. Hopefully right where he's pointing. Anyway, the comp we found looked like this thing. The one they had had sat in salt water for a year, and then they pulled it out. It was awful. It's horrible, and they had it listed for $140. It's the only listing. We did find one that sold on auction for $9.99.
But that's on auction.
We don't know. Maybe we'll figure it out, but we'll probably list it somewhere $20, $30 and let it go at that, and we'll be happy if we make that. So anyway, that one's kind of cool too. That was our metal stuff of the day. Metal stuff is often fun for me.
Put this on the floor.
Now, since my wife went with us today, his mom, my wife, his mom, my wife, his mom, she finds things that we wouldn't normally find. So she found some extra cool stuff that is a little bit outside my normal thing and his normal thing, but we're going to show you some of that now because it turns out there's money in that kind of stuff. Here's a little hat. I heard it in some of the comps, they called it a newspaper boy hat. This is going to sell for $35, and it cost about $2. That's a big win. I never would have picked this up. I'm so glad Christina went with us. That's really cool. And speaking of hats, we have another hat. Now this one, I don't know. It reminds me of like Star Trek time travel episodes for some reason. But anyway, this is a really nice hat from days gone by, back in the olden days. Another one that costs $2, and it's going to sell for about $20. So that's pretty good. I'm not going to wear this hat. All right, so here's one. This. We found this in a box with a bunch of electronics that you'll get to see later, which is going to be pretty impressive. But this is going to go in our house, so we have an extra Roku remote so that when we lose the other one, we still have one to use. So this was just for us to keep. Kind of neat, kind of handy, kind of groovy.
Box.
Trinket box. We like trinket boxes and we pick them up often. They're not worth a whole lot. This one's going to get bundled with some others and probably sell them all for like $20, and that'll be cool. But it's a nice little trinket box. Trinket box. Ugh. 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 We got these Uggs.
That's not funny.
Yes, it is. I declare it funny. We got these boots, Ugg boots. Pretty good condition, just a little bit of wear on the tread. Not too bad. These things, brand new. We've actually found them listed brand new for $100. I'm thinking in this condition we at least can get 50. So we're gonna list them for 50, and somebody will get a really nice pair of boots at a pretty good deal, and that's gonna be a big win. So found these at a yard sale today. A very nice yard sale. This was a good yard sale day for us. We went to a lot of yard sales that were what I call real sales. They were just people cleaning out their house, people that were just looking to unload some stuff that they had in their garage or something. So we found cool stuff. I just realized Alex is wearing two hats. I'm glad we don't have any more. Oh,
Yep,
we do.
no more, totally.
All right, so here's one I picked up because I just can't help myself. Commonwealth Picker, quit telling us to buy Tupperware. Here we go. More Tupperware. We got Tupperware. Okay. So there it is. It's a little cake thing. It's in incredibly good condition. It looks like it's from way back in the day. And I was really excited because I figured it's got color. It's not clear. It seals up nice. Everything works great. Thought it'd be worth $20-30 and found out it's worth about 12. So maybe 20. It's supposed to have a little handle that kind of hooks up over right here like this, but the handle's missing. I didn't know that when I bought it, but still, it's really nice. It'd be nice for us actually, but there's that thing. Let's tell the story of the shelf.
Okay.
We went, you're killing me, man. You're killing me.
Okay.
We went to a yard sale today where they were kind of wrapping it up. It was almost like an estate sale, and this was the last day of it. And they wanted to get rid of some shelves in the garage. So we wanted a shelf from the garage, so we bought it, but we had to disassemble it. So while I'm hanging around, beating on this shelf with a hammer, trying to disassemble it and get it ready, small enough to fit in the car, the people at the sale just kept coming to Alex and saying, hey, you want this? Hey, you want that? Hey, you want this? And so he got some free stuff. And one of the free things he got was this. This is an open box. It appears that it may have been played once because everything looks like it's in amazing condition. The pencils aren't even sharpened that came with it. So this is pretty much, complete. So looks like we'll be able to sell this, even though it's already been opened, for about $20, and that's pretty good. This is the, I can't remember, the 90s edition, something to that effect.
Updated to the 90s.
Updated to the 90s. And that one turns out to be a $20 game that we'll be able to sell. I had no idea we'd be able to sell it. I thought sure it was just going to go into our game collection. So
Around the room on the other
can
side.
you get that on your head? Here, I'll shove it right back here.
Yeah.
All right, Alex, why don't we show them this? Why don't you tell them all about it?
So at this one sale, Dad saw this little Lego type thingy. And I think I have something similar. I tested the pieces. It fits really bad, but it's a different brand. So it's basically just like an incomplete set of Big Ben in London. And
I think it's going to be complete.
it's gonna...
It's got all the little pieces. They're separated out in bags. Some of them are. Some of them are in the
glass bowl.
this big, nice glass bowl loose.
There's some more Legos in here, actually.
There's
Let me see that.
little flowers and things. Those look like different kind of Legos altogether.
Yeah, that's just regular Legos.
But anyway, he's going to build this thing.
That gives me something to do.
Yes, we're probably not going to sell it. It's only, we looked it up. I think it might be $40 brand new, but it's certainly going to be.
It's not brand new.
It's not brand new. Well, at that same sale where they just couldn't help but give things to Alex for free, we got these things. You can see they are little moving spider scary things that go up for Halloween. I don't know if they're inflatable or what they do, but they're pretty
Basically,
cool.
you can just like crawl around.
And they were free, and online I saw at least one listed for like $8-10. So maybe, unless he wants to use them to scare his sister or something.
Yeah, maybe once we can still sell them.
Maybe we can combine these open box items or used items as, you know, for $15 and sell them together. That would be kind of cool. That would be exciting. I think we need to do something special. Here we go. And here we are. We got some amazing electronics for an extremely low price. Everything you see here, everything, all these things in the box. I don't think one of them might be brand new. They're almost all open box. The lady that we purchased these from said her husband was a product tester, so he would get these things free, and he would open them up, see if they work, see if he liked them, and put them back in the box. So essentially they're open box.
And we have 4 items that are worth $100 or more.
In this right here. And all of this cost us $50. So this is a big win. This is a big day for us.
Huge win.
Just without going into the individuals yet, which we'll do a little bit, but all of this, if we add it all up, is gonna bring us about, I don't know, $950 in gross profit, which is really cool. So, or another way to say that is sales of $950. So $50 into $950 is a really good deal. So very excited.
Really good deal.
It took us so long to comp these because there is a wrinkle. Almost nothing here is something it's like that I've heard of. Now that doesn't mean a lot because I haven't heard of a lot of things, but it was very difficult comping some of these. So I do worry about the idea of counterfeits or something off the beaten path, but we'll research it a little more just to make sure. That said, let's go through some of the heavy hitters. This one, oh, did you guys notice there's a bunch of stuff on Alex's head? Hey, what's this? Oh, this was also in that bin of stuff with all this stuff. This thing here, which is like a ball hat with a hard inside. It's not like a batter's helmet. I'm not sure how this works, but anyway, comp this, and this is gonna be worth $16 to sell. So that's pretty cool, pretty good start. So that's that. All right, I don't like to wear hats. So anyway.
Kind of getting sick of balancing this as well.
It's getting a little tricky. So to talk about some of the heavy hitters here, we'll start a little low. This is a $50 set of headphones. Like that.
Well, that's a little low compared to everything else.
Well, compared to some of them, for sure. So $50 for this set of headphones, which I would like to say also, everything here, when you pull it out of the package and touch it and hold it in your hand, it doesn't feel cheap. It feels like good stuff. So there is that to be said. And they're all packaged very, very well as well. So this is a Talomin headphones. Awesome. What else? Alex, you pick one. What's a good one to show?
This one.
Oh,
And
okay.
this one. Because they kind of go together.
Oh yeah, those aren't giant money makers. Those are about $25 a piece, probably. Different sunglasses, different brands. So he's going to show you one here in a second, I think.
Yeah, give me a sec. What's packaging?
So there we go. They're like sports sunglasses or things to be worn skiing or biking or, ooh, he looks cool. He's the man. All right. So we got those for like 25 bucks a piece. I got, this is, okay, Alex, I didn't even tell you about this, but I'm getting old. And when you get old, it gets harder to see. These, I found out, they're not prescription glasses. They are just the kind you buy over the counter somewhere that, you know, they bring your eyesight a little closer. So I found out that they're just right up close for me to see small print even better. So these are nice little glasses. They're not worth anything exceptional except for me to keep on a nightstand somewhere. So that was in that box too. And that was nice find for me because it's nice when you get something you didn't even know you needed. How about that? All right. So,
And then the best item in the entire set.
that's right. $7 a cord.
Yay!
USB-C.
USB-C to USB-C.
Yep. $7 cord, but it's a nice cord. I find it. It's Skull Candy. Skull Candy. Real brand. Skull Candy. Like it. This one is a big one. How much?
$99.
$99 in the comps. So that's going to sell for $100. That is a little, I think it's a preamp, something like that for you know, like condenser mics and stuff. Really cool. Small package, easy to ship, $100. That's what we're going to list it at. And again, $50 for all this. So what? If you just did the math, we're probably talking a couple, $3 for each one of these. All right. What's 50 divided by 10?
$5.
$5.
That took me way too long.
Yeah, it took me too long because I had to ask you. I used to know math, but you know.
Whatever these things are.
Let me see. Oh, those things, those are kind of losers. They're not microphones, they're little preamps as well. But, or they're like, I'm sorry, they're not preamps. They're transceivers, receivers and stuff for electrical signals to get them to microphones and other guitars or whatever you're going to use them for. Anyway, they're only worth about $25 as they sit right there. So only $25. If each one of these was worth $25, big score. So that's
only $25.
Pretty cool. I'm going to move that over there too. All right, let's just do the big ones. Let's go. Ooh, let's start here. The biggest one of the day, right here. This thing is a in-ear monitor, professional in-ear monitor for musicians to use. In-ear monitor for musicians to use. This is worth about 180 bucks. Major coolness. Major coolness. And I'm not going to open it because it's hard to open this awesomely packaged box, but it is, it looks amazing as well. So this is really nice. 180 bucks. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
What is this?
We need some cha-ching sound effects. Let's put one right here. All right. I don't want to...
I don't know what it is. What is it?
I don't know. We can't open these boxes. These boxes are so sealed up. We can't open any of them.
It's a black box.
It is a black box. This... Oh, these are just earbuds.
Oh, they're earbuds.
These are wireless earbuds. They're Cambridge wireless earbuds. And I'm going to look at the price. $100. $100 for the Cambridge wireless earbuds. Very nice. Open box. Used one time to test them, and that's it. All that'll be in the ad. Still going to be $100. That's the price we're expecting to get out of them once we list it.
Wait, really? That's 100?
Yes.
So then we have 500 that are left.
Oh, okay.
Guess we just forgot that one existed.
I'll take that. We can't open any boxes
Yay!
because they are all so tightly packed, and we are not going to open any boxes.
Anyway, let's open the box.
No. Let's do this weird one. This one's one that's got me a little concerned because it's so strange. This is just what it looks like. It is a respirator mask that you put on the, you know, you use that canister filter. You look like you're one of those World War I soldiers going out to hide from the mustard gas because that'll filter out all kinds of stuff. It's all here. The canister's here. It doesn't appear to have been used. However, the canister isn't sealed inside of anything, so I'm a little hesitant to sell this as anything other than used and then disclose all that about the canister. because that's what absorbs the chemicals when you're breathing, and probably sell it much lower than what it is worth. If this was brand new, it would be $60. In the situation we're in, I'm probably going to go 25 because I don't know. I can't be honestly say whether that canister is any good or not. So I have to disclose that I don't know. So that's it. But everything else looks brand new. Smigget. This is more in-ear monitors. These only comp out at $50 for new ones. So these might sell for $40 as an open box. Pretty cool. And moving along in no particular order. Night vision goggles. We got these night vision goggles. This is kind of weird. This is no name brand. Only place I could find them was on AliExpress. So take that for what it's worth. Anyway, these things are just night vision goggles.
Yep, they're just night vision goggles.
That's the $180. Woohoo. And we're working our way down. I already did these. $50. And the last one is this one. Yamaha headphones.
Yamaha headphones.
$100. So, at one sale. We also, the Uggs came from that sale. I think some of the other little things came from that sale.
I think the rattly metal thing.
Yeah, the rattly metal thing, the little lantern came from that sale. That sale for roughly $60, counting everything we bought there, is going to bring us roughly $1,000. That's one of the best sales we've ever been to, and it was literally one bin full of stuff that the lady sold us to all at once. Sold to us all at once. Really cool.
Don't forget the best item, Roku remote. What are we doing anymore? All right, bye. Whoops, I kicked the metal.
He says it's done. So remember this, when you go to the sales, always look up, always look down, look all around, you'll find the good stuff, and he's trying to get out of here. We'll see you next time.